Hello everybody, it's me, I Hate Everything / Alex, whatever you want to call me. And this is a public apology. I apologize to Cool Cat and Derek Savage, and I beg everybody who follows me to never contact him again. No. Do you know why I started with that line there, about apologizing? Well, over the past couple of days, I have been bullied, harassed, and threatened by Derek Savage through emails, and as a result I removed the update videos because I wasn't sure what crazy thing he might do next. I'm putting them back up now, by the way, because you all deserve to know what's going on. I've seen a lot of people getting angry at Your Movie Sucks for not intervening or publicly engaging the whole thing in any way, but be assured he tried his very hardest to settle this in an agreeable, sensible, reasonable way that had no fallout. I admit it was a mistake to make this public as quickly as I did, because it helped nothing. It just escalated it to a ridiculous level immediately. But you know what? Because of some of the information I have now, the evidence I have now, I really don't think that keeping this quiet would have made any difference. I'm going to go through the emails he's been sending me, including my replies, and I'm going to tell you everything, because transparency in a situation like this is important to me. This shouldn't be kept quiet, because this is a disgusting abuse of the YouTube copyright system, purely because of a hyperbolic, exaggerated, negative review of a movie called Cool Cat Saves the Kids, which ironically is about cyberbullying, and how to prevent it and how to ignore it. Let's go into the emails. So this is basically me publishing the harassing emails he's been sending to me. I know I was quite mean and reactionary in those update videos I made, but it only existed because it came from a place of harassment and spite in the first place. And I did ask for them to be polite, but I obviously can't control all of these people. They're going to do what they're going to do. Okay, let's just go into the emails now. Hey, boy. I've been receiving a lot of extremely harassing emails and YouTube comments. Some have even been death threats, and several of them state that you sent them to harass me, which legally makes liable and a co-conspirator of these illegal actions, and YouTube hates harassers. My attorneys told me to forward every harassing and offensive comment to YouTube, which I've been doing, so we can build the case to have you completely shut down. I also see that you have copyright infringed numerous other films, and I know a lot of producers in Hollywood, so I'll be sharing with them on how to file a copyright claim against you and your YouTube channel. I'm advising that you better delete anything and everything that references me and or Cool Cat, and tell your hateful followers that they better never contact me again. By the way, these people were playing the same illegal games as you, and I filed against them, and their channel is now deleted. Your second and third strike is about to come on you real quickly. I'll also make sure that the fourth and fifth hit you too. Derek Savage, CC YouTube Legal Division. The YouTube link there, by the way, of his example of someone he'd shut down, was a full upload of the Cool Cat movie that hadn't been altered in any way. It was just an illegal upload of the movie, which is why it was taken down. So I replied with, "Hi Derek. I apologize on behalf of my fans. It's sad that some of them had to take it so far. I never asked them to harass you. I told them to be civil if they planned on sending you anything, which a large number of them have been. But it all comes from a place of passion. They love my video just as much as you love making the movie. Fair use laws indicate that nothing I have done with my Search for the Worst series is illegal. It would be very spiteful and hypocritical of you to attack only me directly, when countless other channels such as Your Movie Sucks, who I know you are friendly with despite his review being just as negative, which as a result you haven't attacked, Red Letter Media, Screen Junkies, CinemaSins, Watch Mojo, the list is nearly endless of much bigger and powerful YouTubers than I who use the same fair use laws. My YouTube channel is my life, my welfare. I've been building it for years, pouring blood, sweat and tears into nearly every hour of every day. It means everything to me, just like I'm sure Cool Cat means to you. I'm sorry if my review offended you in some way. That was not my intention. My entire persona is built around hyperbole and exaggeration. It was all in the name of good fun. I never would have taken this public if you had handled this with more care. It baffles me that it's taken you this long to contact me directly, because this could have easily been talked out. But you've threatened my livelihood, my job, my everything with this strike. From my perspective, you are cruelly bullying me into submission purely because I may have said something mean about your movie, which is childish, manipulative, and low of you. You try to teach children to be sensible, to respect each other. Please try to practice what you preach. I don't want this to keep escalating. I never wanted any of this to happen. I want to talk with you in a considerate, thoughtful manner. I will not make anything from your threatening email public, as long as I get a response from you today. I sincerely want to talk this out with you. My persona might be called I Hate Everything, but believe it or not, I am a human with emotions underneath it all. Thank you for reading this, and I hope we can sort this out for both our sakes. I am willing to come up with some sort of agreement to settle this. Alex IHE. But it didn't end there, it kept going. He replied with, "Your words have no meaning, and that's because you are a liar. You stated in your email that you didn't want it to escalate to this level, but yet in your recent YouTube video at the 4:45 mark, you stated that you're going to milk this for everything you can. Then at 6:28 you stated that you're not going to shut up about it. So once again, your words have no meaning and you are a liar. Last night I filed harassment charges against you and your channel with YouTube's legal division, and today my attorneys are having a Skype meeting with YouTube's lawyers about having you and your hate channel shut down. I'm still receiving a lot of extremely harassing emails and a couple new death threats, and you are ignorant if you think this comes from passion. It's because you are continually instigating this hate, and several comments state that you have sent them to harass me, which legally makes you liable and the co-conspirator of these illegal actions, and I plan to file charges against you for this. Now that we have your IP address from your email, we'll be able to discover who you are and where you live. So please be a man and submit your full legal name and address, as this will save my legal team a few minutes of hunting you down. And yes, we will find you. Today, you better delete everything that mentions me and the Cool Cat character. Then you are going to make a very short video where you publicly apologize to me and Cool Cat, and beg your hateful followers that they better never contact me again. And the video better be short, sweet, and damn sincere. If this doesn't happen today, then tomorrow I'll be contacting the producers of the other films that you've blasphemed and copyright infringed against, and you'll be receiving numerous legal complaints coming your way. Derek Savage. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. The quotes from the videos just reinforce how ridiculous this entire scenario is. I'm not going to be quiet about this situation because it is bullying. You have still not told me why you filed the strike in the first place, so it is leading to everyone making assumptions about you. A lot of people are very upset about this. It's a misuse of power. I never sent anyone to attack you. I simply told them what was happening and they did as they pleased, because people like to rally against unfair situations like this one. I meant everything I said. I never wanted this. He never replied, so I sent him another message. Listen, Derek, you are backing me into a corner here. None of this ever had to happen. You could have just talked to me. You were giving me no choice but to go public about all of this. You have threatened and harassed me to this point. Ironically, a collection of horrible things Cool Cat would never even think of doing because he is a good person. You are ruining what Cool Cat stands for. He's supposed to be above all of this petty squabble. I want to come to an agreement. It's still not too late for that. I am willing to compromise. If we both publicly apologize and you take the strikes away from me and the other channels you wrongly attacked, then this could all go away. You are the only one who is elongating this terrible situation. I want this to stop. Please, not to appease me, not to appease the disgusting threats and messages you've been getting, but for Cool Cat, the reason this whole thing was started. You created Cool Cat from a place of love and sincerity. Don't throw that all away for something so pathetic and unjust. And this was his last reply. Are you really that stupid? You copyright infringed my movie, you attacked me, and you brought all of this onto yourself. So fuck you. And by you taking down those 2 hateful videos, proves that you know you're guilty and legally responsible for instigating the harassment and threats against me. And I copied the videos so I have the evidence against you. So please go public with every word I've written or said, as the law is on my side, and it will only build my legal case to have your filthy, hateful channel shut down. I'm not wasting any more time with you, and this is my last email. The below is what I told Adam last night, and if I don't get all 3 things in writing, then you're going to have a legal firestorm blow up your ass, and you deserve every bit of it. This is what I will do to end it now. He doesn't have to publicly apologize to me via video, but he has to 1. Email me an apology, and 2. State that he will never mention my name or Cool Cat again. And 3. State that he deleted those 2 nasty videos, not just put them in private mode. And this has to be done soon, as my attorneys are gearing up for a legal blast against him. They are truly entertained by this situation. Once I receive the email with all 3 conditions fulfilled, I will pull my lawyers off of this, and we will not file any new charges against him, unless he files a counter notification, which we will gladly fight. Also, I will not get other producers and or production companies to file copyright infringement charges against him from his blasphemous work. So those are all the emails he sent me. It was hypocritical, threatening, and obviously scary to me. I tried my best to shut this down. I wanted this to end in a better way, but he's forced my hand. I was sincere, Derek, when I said that I didn't want it to escalate to this level, but you really have forced my hand. So in the emails you might have noticed that I mentioned a couple of other channels that had Cool Cat reviews that have been taken down out of spite. These being the channel Bob Show and another channel called Josiah Clark. I apologize if I said your name wrong. As far as I'm aware, the strikes all happened on the same day for all 3 of us. There might be more reviews out there who have been strucken. I do not know. But the worst and scariest part about all of this is that if I didn't have a voice, then I fear that this would have been completely buried and he would have got away with it. This cannot keep happening. We are given so little power to fight this that it makes the entire YouTube copyright system look like a joke. You might be saying to me, why did you have to escalate this? Why didn't you try and get this sorted quietly? Well, here's something interesting for you. Josiah Clark, who I just mentioned, had been trying to do that. For days. He'd been politely, professionally contacting Derek, asking him why he put the strike on the video, what was going on, but he was completely ignored. Got no response whatsoever. And that was after a myriad of emails, a bunch of different tweets, no response, which led Josiah to send me an email so he could get involved to find out what was going on. We have all counterclaimed the video because it's obviously unfair, illegal, what he's doing. But interestingly enough, from what I can figure out, this has all stemmed from a recent change of heart that Derek Savage has had. Because people such as Josiah Clark, who had done a review 7 or 8 months ago, Derek Savage publicly endorsed the video. I have screenshots and everything. From what I can figure out, this all started at the beginning of August, where someone had made a parody Twitter account of Cool Cat, and Derek was acting a little funny, saying that it was illegal to impersonate his character and so on. And I have a feeling that my review, being as harsh and exaggerated as it is, may have been the straw that broke the camel's back, and he just went on a striking rampage and he couldn't take it anymore. So he just went on full-on attack mode. I don't know what he was expecting the result to be from this. He obviously doesn't know how this has worked out in the past with the abuse of copyright systems on YouTube, but it's utterly destroyed his reputation. People used to congratulate Derek for being such a good sport, and I even said in the review myself that I liked the movie, on the same level as something like The Room or Birdemic. Legally, with fair use laws, all of us reviewers are in the clear, we're fine, because specifically, it comes under the transformative factor, the purpose and character of our use. Has the material you have taken from the original work been transformed by adding new expression or meaning? Yes. Was value added to the original by creating new information, new aesthetics, new insights and understandings? Yes. In a parody, for example, that the parodist transforms the original by holding it up to ridicule. See, I understand why he got upset, why he is upset. He clearly put a lot of work into this movie, a lot of time and energy. He clearly cares a lot about it. But what he's doing is going against the entire idea of freedom of speech. If you can't handle criticism of your art, your public art, if you can't handle a bad review, which you have to imagine is a possibility when you're making something like that, then you shouldn't be making movies in the first place. Just like I said in my original video. And the support from everybody on this has been astronomical. I mean, it's out of control. I mean, there have been articles, there have been tweets, 4chan has got involved. And everyone in general is just kind of pissed off because this is pretty insulting behavior. And if you're still somehow on Derek Savage's side here, I'd like to show you how out of touch he is with a couple of screenshots of some interactions on Twitter that he's had over the past. A particularly infamous one is he retweeted a picture of Cool Cat wearing a cap that says Top Keck on it with a Mountain Dew logo behind him, and behind that a picture of the plane flying into the Twin Towers on 9/11. And his caption was, Cool Cat loves this picture, and somehow he completely missed the fact that this was a joke. And it keeps going. He actually replied to this picture saying, oh wow, I forgot taking that picture. I'm not going to say anything more about this one. Some joke parody account tweeted at the real Cool Cat account saying, Cool Cat loves his catnip, legalize weed. To which he replied, this is a funny one, Cool Cat says meow. This is the man who's trying to destroy me. Look, I'm sorry, but I don't know how anyone could take any of this seriously. I would like to end this with a quote from Cool Cat Saves the Kids, actually. I've thought long and hard about this, and with cyberbullying, you kinda can't really stop it if you don't know who it's coming from. But my best advice? Just ignore 'em.